Hey Libra, welcome to Intuitive Gems. My name is Desiree, and today I'll be doing your money, wealth, finance, prosperity, abundance reading for the month of January 2024. Now, if this is your first time catching one of my readings, I do want to say welcome, and I invite you to subscribe because I do these readings each and every month, and I would love to share your money message with you. For the readings this month, Libra, I am using my original tarot deck. I will clarify with my Radiant Rider-Waite Tarot. Then I will close out your reading, Libra, with a Star Seed Oracle card. I apologize for that, like the lighting here, but I'm filming a little bit earlier today than I normally do. So hopefully it won't be too much of a problem as long as we can see the cards. All right, Libra, let's go ahead and get right into it. Ooh, okay, so looks like some movement is happening this first week of January as it relates to your money. Could be work travel. It could also be literally you just kind of taking a trip somewhere, maybe for an interview, something like that. But I do feel like there's going to be some movement and some distance travel as it relates to your money. It could also be maybe you going somewhere to settle up something financially, maybe with family, something like that. Okay, so that happens, or the plans for that happens roughly in that first week of January. Now we've got the Page of Swords. This is all about something being eliminated, something you're not expecting. However, it does work out in your favor, so don't worry about it when something gets discontinued or stopped. I'm picking up there's going to be some type of a, maybe an insurance policy or something like that that gets changed. And then maybe you don't realize it, but the nice thing is that it lowers like your monthly payment. I'm picking up it's something like that. Now that may not be exact for some of you, but it's something like that where something changes, you're not aware of it, but it ends up benefiting you because your payment's lowered or it gets paid off sooner or something like that. All right, Libra, so we've got this Four of Swords, and that's an interesting card to see in January, because usually January is all about taking action. But for you, Libra, it could be time for you to step back. It could be time for you to kind of really reevaluate what it is that you want and not just go without any direction or purpose or intention. I'm feeling like you need to step back, look at the big picture, and figure out a plan so you're not just spinning your wheels. Now that happens to a lot of us. You know, sometimes we get caught up in just taking action, but we have no real direction. So this first week of January, Libra, you really got to get clear on what direction you're going. So you're not just kind of doing all the random things. Everything needs to be intentional. Next, we've got the Three of Cups. Now that is a celebration card. It's also a card that talks about you connecting with someone and things just kind of blossom, not only in a professional way, but I'm picking up a personal way as well. Now, this could be somebody you meet through your work, and everything starts off real professional, but then things kind of turn personal. And it doesn't necessarily mean romantic. Like it could be, oh, you know, you make a new friend, or you just really enjoy someone and they become like your new buddy, something like that. But I do feel like there is a professional relationship that does turn personal in some way. And that could be romantic for some of you, although it doesn't necessarily have to be. Next, we've got the Two of Wands. Almost all the signs have been getting that card. That is putting future plans on hold. Again, I think we're all trying to figure out what we want our 2024 to look like. So yeah, we're not planning, you know, long term. We are focusing on what do we need to do right now? What do we need to do today? All right, Libra, let's continue on. We've got that Five of Swords, which is a communication card. Looks like there's going to have to be some conversations happening as it relates to money. Now, this could be something that happens at your work, or it could be something that happens in your personal life, right? It could be a conversation you have with your spouse, with your partner, with your children, or it could be something that happens at work. Maybe you have a conversation with your boss or a coworker. It could also be something that happens with, you know, in business. Maybe you need to have a conversation with a partner or a client, a vendor, something like that. But it's going to be a conversation where, you know, money is definitely involved and things need to be communicated that I think have been ignored for a while, but you're finally speaking up. You're finally saying, hey, you know, this doesn't work, or hey, this needs to change, or I am no longer available for this, or I need to put boundaries on that. Like, it's one of those, it's like a difficult conversation, but it's going to be a beneficial conversation because now you're communicating exactly what you need, what you want, and what's working for you or not working for you as it relates to money. Okay, so this is very, very powerful. And I feel like, too, this is something, a conversation that needed to be had for a long time, but now you're finally doing it. Next, we've got the money mindset card, that Five of Pentacles. You have to really examine what you believe is possible for you, Libra. All right. I have a feeling that maybe you could be struggling with what you actually believe you can do, or what's available to you, or what you want to do. Remember, money is always about our mindset first, and then the cash shows up. But I'm feeling like there's an internal struggle. And a lot of us have this, and this is where the inner work, the internal work comes in, the self-development, self-improvement, whatever you want to call it. I feel like there's some things that you need to challenge as it relates to your thinking, Libra, as it relates to money. So exactly, I know you're making goals, I know you're making plans, but remember, what exactly do you believe is possible? Okay, because the only limitations we put on ourselves or the only limitations we have are the ones we put on ourselves. That's what I mean to say. All right, next up we got the Knight of Cups. Now this is good. This means that you have someone who wants to help you and support you as it relates to money. Could be someone close to you, like a family member, or it could be someone you work with. But again, the financial support and assistance you need in order to do whatever it is you want to do, get a new job, start a business, maybe invest. But the right person does show up. Okay, so that's a really good card. Next, we have that Two of Pentacles. Pay attention to the budget. Again, a lot of the signs have been getting that card this month. I think that's pretty standard in a new year. We really got to double check the budget and make sure we're allocating the money where it needs to go, and that we have enough so we feel confident and secure in our own financial situation. And if we don't, then we need to make plans on how to get there and how to make it work. What do we need to do? What do we need to pay attention to as it relates to our money, so we can either bring in more, or maybe we can cut back in some areas so we can redirect those funds into things that we want, or things that we want to invest in, or things we want to do, whatever. Finally, we got the Queen of Pentacles, another fantastic card, because that is the card that talks about investing. And you know, it looks like the second week of January is going to be a perfect time for you to invest, Libra. But remember, it has to be something that you feel comfortable with, and you don't take any risks, and something you fully understand, okay? But if you have been waiting for a sign or confirmation about the timing of when you should invest in something, that Queen of Pentacles tells us, yeah, the second week of January is a great time for you to invest. All right, you got more investing cards here. All right, Libra, let's see what else shows up for you. Okay, so we've got that Two of Wands. That's a repeater card. So you're still, once we hit the second half of January, you're still not ready to make future plans, which is totally fine. I don't think that's anything to worry about or anything to stress about. What else? What else? We got the Chariot card. The Chariot card. Now remember, that is sometimes when we have too much going on and our attention and our efforts are too scattered. So remember, you have to really prioritize what it is you want. Like we talked about, being intentional with this Four of Swords earlier. I'm picking up, though, that you could be moving in too many directions. But I think sometimes part of the process of figuring out what we want as it relates to money involves a little bit of trying a bunch of things. And I feel like, Libra, you are trying a bunch of things, but eventually you're going to narrow down, or something's really going to click for you. And you're going to say, okay, I'm committed to this thing. This is where I'm going to put my time and my focus. Next, we got the King of Pentacles. Now, this is the card of financial literacy, also the card of financial education. I feel like there's something you need to learn a little bit more about as it relates to making money, Libra. This happens in that second half of January. The other thing, too, is there's something I think that you're interested in, but you just don't know enough about it. But once you learn more about it, then I think it's something you can take action on. Now, this could be investing, business, or work related, okay? So spend the time, spend the, the effort of researching something, because it's going to give you a lot of clarity and it's going to help you make better decisions as it relates to your money. Now, we also have this Tower card in the reverse. Remember, that is deconstructing, rebuilding something from scratch. That's not always a bad thing. When we are talking about money, this could be maybe reworking our budget like we talked about earlier, or maybe starting a budget, building a plan. Okay, so I'm feeling like there's something that you've started, but you need to start again. Like you need to maybe just kind of wipe all of that and start fresh with a new plan as it relates to your money, or as it relates to your business, or as it relates to your investments. Okay, don't be afraid to start over, because sometimes, when you know more, or you do a little bit of research like we talked, then you make different decisions than you did before, because now your mind is expanded about the possibilities and the potential. So like I said, I really want to encourage you, if you need to start something over, don't be afraid of that, because in the process of doing that, you are going to find hidden opportunities, maybe more options as it relates to your money and your success than you realized at first. All right, we also have that Six of Cups. Now, the Six of Cups in reverse means connecting with someone from your past, but I don't feel like this is going to be something that benefits you long term. It could be fun. Maybe you go out for lunch with someone from your past, and then you realize, okay, this person still has not changed. So I am going to keep it moving. You'll be nice, but I'm not picking up that this is going to be something beneficial for you, either financially or in any other way. So don't let someone, talk you into something you don't want to do. I guess that's the best way to say it. Finally, we got the World card. Again, I'm picking up the same energy as we picked up with that Tower card. This means something is unfinished, something needs to be reworked, or something needs to be completed before you move on to the next step or the next phase. Remember, there is something you need to start over as it relates to your money, and there's something that is incomplete, unfinished, needs to be, needs to be looked at before you move on to the next phase as it relates to your wealth, your success, your finances, all the things. Okay? All right, Libra. And I think that's kind of good to know, right? Because sometimes we need to know, okay, let me focus on that before I do something new or before I do something different. Let's clear this up. Let's wrap this up and then move on to the new thing. And it's going to work out. Look, you've got the Ten of Cups, one of the most positive cards in the deck. So all of your efforts, all of your attention, everything you learn is not in vain, because clearly it pays off for you. All right, we got the Seven of Cups. Again, don't get distracted. That's what I'm picking up, the message for this card. Do not get too distracted. Focus on the things that need to be completed, especially things money related, Libra, because that's where you're going to find your answers. That's where you're going to find success. That's where you are going to find those hidden opportunities and things that will really work in your favor. All right, next up we got the Six of Wands. Six of Wands means you get a lot of attention coming your way. Unexpected attention. Now, I feel like this is something that comes through your work, or, if you're a business owner or self-employed, a lot of attention is coming your way and you didn't expect it. But here's the thing. That attention can be leveraged to help you make more money. Okay, so don't be afraid of being in the spotlight, at least for a little while. It may be a little uncomfortable, but I'm here to tell you it's going to pay off. Okay, so don't be afraid to be seen. Don't be afraid to allow people to shine the spotlight on you, like I said, because this is an opportunity for you to make more money. Embrace it. Roll with it. Invite it. okay? Because like I said, it's going to pay off probably in ways you can't even imagine. All right, we talked about that 10 of Cups. Again, that's the card that basically confirms you got to do all these things, but it's going to set you up for success. Again, in ways you probably can't even think of. But it's not always easy. You know, it's not easy to start over again. It's not easy to, finish something that we started, especially if it's something that we're not too thrilled about. But the 10 of Cups says it will pay off. You'll be celebrating. Things will start happening. You'll be winning all those good, wonderful, fabulous things. Next up, we got the 10 of Pentacles in reverse. That means you will do your best work independently. Not to say that you can't partner with someone, Libra, but doing your best work will come from you working solo. Without being distracted, without having to worry about what anybody else is doing your best. And sometimes you are more productive working alone. Again, that's not to say that you can't work with other people, but we all have ways that we do our best work. And I feel like you're going to do your best work working solo, especially towards the end of the month. All right, finally, we got that Empress card. Now, the Empress card in the reverse means that your creative energy could be a little maybe stuck. Maybe you're suppressing your creative energy in some way, because that's what I'm feeling here. The other thing about the Empress card is when it's in the reverse, it means that, again, something has not fully matured yet. Remember, we talked about something that is not finished or something that's incomplete. The Empress in the reverse also indicates that something is not fully matured or something still needs more time before you take action or before it's done or before it's ready. But the other aspect of the Empress too is creative energy. So I'm wondering if it could be a combination of both for some of you Libras, right? Like some of you are very creative, but maybe you just don't have an outlet to express that creativity. Or maybe you're working on something and it's just not ready yet. So you've got to keep working, or you have to plan the timing of it a little bit differently. So however that applies as it relates to your money, that's what I'm picking up from that card. So Libra, you've got a very, I want to say, informative month as it relates to January. A lot of things are going to come to the surface as it relates what you need to know. There's going to be some conversations and some restructuring and replanning throughout the month, but all of it pays off. All of it works in your favor. And like I said, by the end of January, you are going to be winning in ways you don't even see coming. All right, Libra, let's go ahead and close out your reading with a Star Seed Oracle card. Ooh, okay, so you got Star Family. You're part of a team of souls. Call in support. Wow. Call in support. Now, we talked about, like I said, different or conversations that need to be had. But smack dab in the middle is the support. Remember I told you someone shows up to help you, someone gives you the support and assistance you specifically, and in this case, divinely need. This card confirms that. You're part of a team of souls, right? We all have a soul tribe. Call in support. Don't be afraid to ask for help. Definitely something to think about, Libra. All right, I hope you enjoyed this reading. Hope it was helpful. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. And I want to thank you so much for spending this time with me. We'll do it all again next month.